If you could help in the fight against cancer and all these other terrible diseases, would you do it? Embryonic stem cell research is a very controversial topic, but it can help in so many different ways. And the reason I think that it's so controversial is because a lot of people aren't informed about it. So what I want to do is I want to tell you what exactly it is, the benefits, how it can advance medicine, and just some general facts about it. So what they do is they take the embryos from in vitro fertilization, which means that if a woman can't get pregnant, what they do is they take some of her eggs and they put it in a dish, and then they take the sperm and they fertilize it there on the disc. So it's never actually fertilized in the woman, and they put the fertilized egg back in the woman so she can get pregnant and give birth. But what happens is that there's all these other eggs that remain, and if they don't use those, since those eggs don't have a purpose any longer, what they would do is they would discard them or just freeze them for future uses. So basically what they do, what the eggs, according to the Boston Children's Hospital, embryonic stem cells are derived from inner cells of a human blastocyst. And at that stage, the egg has only been fertilized for about 5 days, and a blastocyst, it's just an embryo it's just a cluster of 100 to 200 cells. And according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, each cell has the potential to become another type of cell with a more specialized function. So let's say you break a bone. What you can do is you take the embryonic stem cell and you plant it within the bone. And that cell is going to turn into bone cells and help you heal quicker. And they can do that for organs as well and any other types of injuries or diseases. And by morphing the cell, we can prevent and treat different diseases and injuries. The cells are going to create the cells necessary to repair the injury or to treat the disease. And according to ABC News, embryonic stem cells may someday be used to treat Parkinson's disease, spinal cord injuries, Alzheimer's disease, stroke, skin burns, arthritis, birth defects, diabetes, and heart disease. And these are just a few of the many that it can treat. And they can also use embryonic stem cells for research purposes. A lot of new treatments or medication that they come up with can't be really tested because they need to test them on specific organs, and organ donors are short in supply. So they can use stem cells as a replacement for the organs because the stem cells can become the tissue for that organ. And that's according to CNN Health, scientists believe stem cells can be used to generate cells and tissues that could be used for cell-based therapies as the need for donated organs and tissues outweighs the supply. Now, it's still very controversial because of the fact that they are embryos. A lot of people question, like, when does life begin, and should an embryo have rights? But recently, in recent studies, according to the University of Utah, scientists have learned how to stimulate a patient's own cells to behave like embryonic stem cells. So they can take the cells of an adult and manipulate it to change it into a sort of embryonic stem cell. So it can have the same purpose and function as the embryonic stem cell. But the thing is that it's not exactly that. So they're still going to have to use embryonic stem cells. But it's something that could bring an end to all the controversy. And there's been a lot of legislation passed saying, funding this because of everything. And there's a lot of people that support it. So now you know a lot more about embryonic stem cells, but you can always do more research yourself. And I believe that if we have the ability to help others, that we should do it.